But I always shout that. I don't know why people can't sing Cele when it does good things. Whenever I go, I do say that is Nkabi. They come from my province. One of the biggest in Nkabi is accused number 5 in the Senzo trial. That guy already is doing 6 life sentences. He kills across the board. He's a young Tuli boy because there's been sentenced. I can mention his name. He kills, Faith. But what we have done, as you are asking, is the only province, though.
Well, I'm going to stay in your province because there's something also significant, and it will be amiss of me if I do not ask you, has happened in your province as well, and that was the murder of AKA. How far are we in solving that matter? Well,
that is really under the guide and the oversight of the provincial commissioner. He has given the report, Faith, of late, that we have found the getaway car. The gun has been found. They have found 2 people that I know for sure. Those people have been kept very safe because they know very well what happened in that particular day. But
these are witnesses that have been found?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, who have given the information for the police to get the gun, for the police to get the cars. Those things are in the hands of the police as we speak. We know who are chasing, and those 2 guys must be kept very safe because they know what happened on that particular day, even beyond what happened on that day about the networks that led to the unfortunate murder of AK.
Was it in Nkabi?
Let me not get in that one, but those people. Some of them were hired, and I guess once you are hired, you are in Nkabi. But some of those people were close associates. That's why
close associate of the deceased.
Yes.
So close associates of AKA were part of orchestrating the murder of AKA, according to the intelligence you've got so far.
Let me end there. Let me not try that. Bring the case and try it even before it is in court. It will be okay to stop just there. But that what one has said, I think, is enough for the public to understand that we are close. We have not closed our books. We are working on the matter.
We're going to take more of your calls after the break.
I don't know whether it's me or what, but listening to Minister Bheki Cele talking about the fact that they are going to make some arrest in AKA's murder case, and then he says that no, actually people that took his life are his close friends, or they are close associated to him, and all the stuff. I don't know, but something doesn't make sense there. There's something, man, that doesn't make sense. And I'm sitting and I'm listening to what the man said, and thinking twice about everything, every word that came from him there, and maybe what I think it needs to happen, he needs to prove, or police then, if they are saying his life was taken by people who are very close to him, then it's okay. We can say, okay, it's okay, we get that. But then you need to prove the motive then, right? Like you honestly need to prove the motive behind that. If you know that these are the people, then find the motives. Simply because you are very good with investigation, to have cracked it to that an extent that, or to certain extent that you are able to reveal that, okay, the person that took his life is actually a friend, not necessarily a stranger. It is quite interesting. Yeah, I don't know, guys. But it's been a while since AKA Naye has died, and so in South Africa, there's this problem of cases that takes longer to be solved, such as the one year AKA, right? AKA's case has been there. When did AKA die? I think it was last year, if not last year. I think it was last year, right? And looking at the backlog, you've got a case of Senzo Meyiwa that date back as 2014. So you're asking yourself a question to say, we looking at this, and let me give it a bit of an understanding there. The establishment of this unit called the cold case unit, it was simply because there was already a backlog in terms of cases that were unresolved in South Africa. You know, you see what what I'm trying to say. So with that being said, you kind of ask yourself a question. With the AKA story, are we going to wait until such a time where this is now considered a cold case? Remember what it takes for this to be considered a cold case. When police are busy investigating and they can't crack that case, they need to move on because things are happening in this country. People are being shot at. In fact, in South Africa, we've got the highest ratio of people dying on a daily basis. Yeah, I'm talking about people being murdered on a daily basis. The ratio is too high. So if you're looking at that and you're looking at this to say, will police be able to stand or to focus on one case that it's difficult to resolve? And so they will investigate it a few times, and if they see that there's no prospect of success in this case, they are most likely to move on to the new one. Why? Because every single day, somebody in South Africa is getting shot. Somebody in South Africa is getting shot. So then it end up being given to the cold case unit, right? Again, even if you're looking at the cold case unit, how many cold cases have they resolved themselves? How many backlog there in the cold case unit? So I'm saying there's something that we need to look at and be like, there's something here. You know what I'm saying? There's something. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. We are most likely to see the very same case, aka look, the case says aka taking very long. There is a case that I'm forgetting that hasn't been resolved too, right? So, hey, I don't want to go deeper because there was a research that was conducted which proved that in terms of police executing their work, the success rate in terms of arresting people, they say, I'm just going to paraphrase the state. It says, out of 10 murders that occur in South Africa, only one person get arrested. That means nine, they get away with it. They get away with murder in South Africa. So we've got a tendency of publicizing certain cases and make it look like we are really seeing justice. But if you're looking at the ratio and you start thinking deeper about the ratio itself, just look at the ratio. According to stats, out of 10 murders that occur in South Africa, one is successfully resolved and the person is prosecuted because of that case. Then what about the 9? So it means that these 9 people, if they did it and they got away with it and they were successful, they are most likely to continue doing it. So the problem that we are facing, is it a matter of us needing to have more police? Is it a matter of shortage of investigators? I don't know. I don't think it's a matter of us needing more visible police. I think it's a matter of us needing more investigating officers. Speaking about that, it's funny. It's funny how this thing is. It's happening. But let me leave it here. Guys, I will see you on the next video. But until that next video, good people, please take care.
D in Rustenburg. Hi, D.
Hey, good evening. Yeah, how are you?
I'm very well, thanks, and you, sir. Go ahead.
Good. Minister, I've got only two questions for you.
Yes, please.
Number one, I think Faith has touched on it, but I just want to reiterate on it. Will you ever enroll these players who were playing a great deal of a job, the likes of that man that was arrested who had a TV show? Will you ever enroll such people to help with their more intelligence so that the crime can be curbed? Number one. Number two, I want to ask you something very, very serious. If RUSA can be so great in Durban, why don't the same way of dealing with crime can be implemented throughout the provinces, because RUSA is doing a great job? Thank you. I'll listen over the radio.
Thank you very much for that one as well. Let me see if I can take one more call. Godfrey in Pretoria, hi.
Hi, Faith and the Minister.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Thank you. What I want to ask the Minister is to plead with him to actually review the Constitution to such extent where they might actually bring back death sentence. The reason why I'm saying this is, as a country, I think the devil is living within us. And the crime is out of hand. 78 people a day, 28,000 people a year. According to the World Bank, we're losing around 27 billion a year because of the crime. How much does it take in order for us as South Africans, all our leaders, to realize that the blood, it's like a river?
I hear you. I got you, Godfrey. And more than anything else, I'll give him an opportunity to respond on his take on the death sentence. Maybe let me start off with this issue around, and it goes back to Xolani. And again, this happened within the view of the public eye, where people are saying, is a space within the SAPS for people that are like-willed to help the police service in catching the criminals, in catching the drug lords, in catching the guys that are ruining our kids' futures.
Faith, there are many people that work like Xolani, even more than Xolani. Unfortunately, they're not in the glare of the media and all that kind of stuff. There is nothing wrong working with Xolani, but the problem, there is law, there is constitution. If I send you